Hey, people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope that you and your loved ones as well. Let me get straight to this because I'm not even trying to be here on here long, but I want to get to it because everybody is talking about this stuff in these YouTube streets, and there's a lot going on, and we only got a short clip of what's about to come on this next season, okay? But here's the thing. Something ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing. Why does everybody hate on Mel? How does she become the target when she's the one responsible for the show and the one responsible for actually bringing these people together and establishing these friendships and so forth? I'm a little confused by that, or there's something else to this that we are missing and not getting, you know? Because, I mean, yeah, every show has its villain, but I'm a little confused and perplexed about what's happening here. If I sound like I'm whispering, this because I am. You guys know I am new mom, so I ain't trying to wake up the baby. But I had to come live with this tea because this didn't make no sense to me. All right, let's get to it. Straight with it. Stormy's mother. What was that about? Why is she being so rude at an event that was about etiquette? Make it make sense. And again, particularly in this show, I mean, culturally as black people, we try to keep it respectful when it comes to somebody's parents. We ain't gonna overstep, especially if there was some type of relationship and stuff there. If you're of a certain age, like, I'm gonna address you, and from that conversation, you need to go have a chat with your mom. And that's kind of like out of the respect thing, right? Then when it goes beyond that, then I'm bypassing you and I'm checking your mother because you never checked her. There's a lot to uncover in that situation, but it's damn sure worthy of having a conversation about because I'm just sitting here like, Stormy, you was all in Mel's face. When did it go left? And when did your mother get involved for it to go left for her too? Is she Miss AKA Miss Wanda the second? Like, what are we doing here? I don't understand that. That to me has got me really, really perplexed. So I'm like, how many people's moms want to come for this girl? But then I'm like, what is she doing that these girls are going back and telling their mom about her? Is something else happening that we don't see? And I like Mel. I think she's a boss chick. I think that she handles her business. I think she's, I don't know if she's always straight to the point, but I do know that she moves and with the best interests of her and her kids. And I think that what should be expected from anybody. She went through a lot. She's seen a whole lot on this screen. It ain't easy having your life in front of everybody with a bunch of people just critiquing it from every lens. But I digress. There's just something there, and I just don't understand why people's moms thinks it's okay to be coming for people, or rather, people seeing their moms come for people and not get checked. Hopefully, they will get to that. The next thing is Kemi's breast cancer. I'm so happy for her. Her story was very, very emotional. Um, as is anybody who's dealing with cancer and stuff. But if you are a fan of the show like I am, you've really felt sentimental towards her and what she was going through, especially because her character in the show, she's peace. She's trying to just make the best out of every situation. She wants everybody to get along. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't coming with the beef. But if you bring it to her, she is going to check you. And I respect her for that. I respect her for that because there's a lot of people that she probably could have flipped out on in certain circumstances, and she didn't. She held her composure like a lady, grown ass shit. Like, so I respect her for that. But everybody else, mm. So congratulations to Kimmy. I pray that your health stays well, that you continue being the strong lady and voice of reason even on this show. And girl, rise above the mess. Don't even get caught up into that because it's definitely some drama. Now, Tiffany and Sheree, I gotta go there. I've been in these little YouTube streets. Everybody mad at Tiffany. I mean, everybody mad about Martell and Marcel approaching Tiffany and having to sit down with her. And I get it. And everybody's like, oh, she was pregnant, but she knew she was pregnant when she inserted herself in the situation too. Like, why are we ignoring that fact? I don't get it. And as a wife, let me just rewind it back. Let's get back to her and Sheree, and I'll get into that in a minute. Her and Sheree, that girl is not your friend. Martell is really not your friend, right? He's an associate. Um, Mel ain't checking to care about Sheree. Well, I'm trying to figure out, why is it your business if the lady wants to date a cheater? It ain't like she can't know. Right now, you click on anything with social media and you know somebody's on a reality TV show. Martell whole profile come up. He bashed on everybody's platform. So what is there to hide? That's number one. Number two, Sheree messy too, in her own way. Okay? She's always carrying a bone. And so for that, I don't know if this relationship is real or fake. But I will say this. She ain't the one to go approaching either. Cause who gonna check me, boo? You know? And perhaps I don't know why Tiffany don't get it. I mean, you just messy, girl. Just messy. We saw, I mean, from the time I saw her with whole interaction with Destiny, I'm glad it was Destiny and probably not me. And I'm super serious about that because that was just horrible. You don't come to somebody's birthday party and say, oh, I remember meeting you. Yeah, when I met you, I thought it was you that was your man, but it come to find out he was with another lady. And so it wasn't you. So I really didn't meet you, but I thought it was you. All of that is messy. On the right day, somebody would have popped up for that. And we all know that. So I don't even know why we're sitting here trying to come to this lady's defense and her being messy with her between Martell and Sheree. Like, stop, stop. The whole situation. She wouldn't have been confronted by men if she wasn't trying to be in some man's business. And I ain't condoning violence in no type of way. I do not agree that men and women should be arguing at all or in each other's face. And that's why I'm going to get to that part next because them two dudes was definitely wrong in their response and approach. But at the end of the day, let's really keep it real. That girl is not her friends, and she's not friends with Martell. So why does she really care if Martell was a cheater and if the girl knew that he was a cheater? It's none of her damn business. Crazy. I don't know. People bugged out. Now let's get to Marceau and Martell. Conference and Tiffany. First of all, I'm going to say, they come off as a little on the chauvinistic side, right? And so I'm not even having high expectations from them or for them. And I'm going to be honest with that. And I look at it like this: they had no business confronting that lady. If you felt some type of way, go talk to her husband and be like, yo, this came across my way. Your wife is disrespectful. Please tell her to mind her business. You do that, right? And then because and then you're having a situation with a man to man. You're not sitting here being a guy arguing with some lady, because that's just corny anyway. Men picking fights with women is corny. Even if she started it, men picking fights with women is corny. Like, cut it out. And they from the South, so I know that they know better. I know that they know better. But Tiffany is messy as hell. And so I don't think that they was right, but I also understand. I don't think it needed two of them. I don't know where Mosal comes in on the situation. Like, why is he even involved? Shouldn't he be figuring out how to keep his own situation quiet and on the humble? Like, what are we really talking about? Don't make sense to me. Then I will also say this: moving into Lou. confronting them. Lou had every right to confront them on the behalf of his wife. Lou had every right to check them on his wife. Lou had every reason to be upset about them coming to see his wife. It was all wrong. But here's my other part. Lou, your wife had no business inserting herself in them people's business. And I know you a wise man and a smart man, and he know that. I believe he even said that in the clip. Like, yeah, she was wrong, but don't y'all go approach her. And it's true. That's a fact. Too messy. And as a woman who is a wife as well, you have to be very conscious of what you're doing. Like I've never been in a position where I'm going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to put my brothers or my husband, in some foolishness." Cuz I know that if me and some dude get into it or whatever, they're coming. They're coming, right? And so for me, she was wrong. You don't insert yourself being messy in other people's business. Now your husband gotta be intervening. He gotta jump in on your behalf because he ain't gonna let nobody disrespect his wife, nor should he ever let somebody disrespect his wife. So he gonna do what he's gonna do. But you put people in weird situations. Marceau and Martel, what, a season or two ago, almost actually exchanged hands because of the drama between the wives and the mother-in-law. When it gets to that point and you start bringing other family members into your BS, that's an issue. That's an issue, and you got to draw the red line. And I talk a lot about relationships as a goal coach because relationships matter. Your relationships with yourself, your family, and in business all matter because it all connects to how far you going to go. And so if you out here being messy and stuff, you're going to attract other people that are messy, and then you're going to get caught up in situations that's going to cost you. What are we doing? What are we doing? But I mean, I guess that's just the way they rolling out this season, honey. 'Cause there's going to be a lot of things happening now with this business expo. I'm not mad at the business expo and Tisha trying to put something together for the community. All of that stuff is good. I mean, that was the whole point of their little group and creating the comeback group, right? Let's build stuff for the community. Let's actually have buildings, like real life buildings and stuff for this community. Let's show Black entrepreneurship, Black love, Black marriage, which is why I think the show is still so dope, regardless of the controversy. Um, and so in that giving back, no, you might not get paid. It might be a write off for your business because of this what you're giving up for free, right? Or whatever you're donating, depending on your business, of course. And so I get it. And that's why she wasn't really asking them to do it because they're putting on for their community. But from the other perspective, I'm not mad at Mel for asking. It's a great question. I'm a speaker. Yeah. What's in your budget? Oh, no budget? Because then that allows me to know if I want to participate or not. Maybe that day I don't feel like volunteering. I want to be paid, right? And depending on what that messy group, she might have wanted really to be paid. We don't know yet. Everybody's just speculating because, we can only go off the clip. But I mean, I get it. But business is business. And so you have to be upfront with the business to let people know, yeah, I'm in it or I'm out of it. All right. But that is my 2 cents. Let me know how you feel about the whole all of any of the situations in the comments, because I think, like I said, this season here is going to be very, very interesting, and I do hope that Mel and Martell find some resolve or peace for the interests of their kids, because everybody definitely be on here bashing Martell hardcore. Yeah, he's a dog. I mean, we're not gonna play around with that. But I do think that at the end of the day, the kids is the most important. So you got to think about what's going to be a healthy situation for the kids, and that he gets mature. Like, I don't, maturity is an inside job. He has to work on that. I would prefer to see him going to counseling so he can get himself together, before even dealing with worrying about taking on people to court for all of this type of stuff. Like, Martell, work on yourself. Um, And again, this is prelude just to what we see from TV. I know some of this reality TV stuff be a little scripted, okay? Don't want nobody thinking everything is straight facts. No, there's a little script play here in reality TV world. However, I mean, just just try to do your best as you can. I think we all out here just trying to do our best at the end of the day. And so I wish them well, and I look forward to seeing what they bring this season. It's gonna be all good. I'll catch y'all later.